My name is Andy Hitz. I grew up on a farm in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, and I spent 40 years as an airline mechanic. I live in south of Dallas in a country town called Waxahachie. My wife is Kathy Hitz, been married for 35 years, and my daughter is Julia Hitz. This is a myoelectric. It's controlled pretty much like everybody else's arm and hands. Signal is generated of a command from my mind, and that signal ends up into the computer. I'm very fortunate to have two prosthetics, the myoelectric and my body-powered. When I refer to the body-powered, I call that one my beast, because that one can withstand pretty much anything out here that I throw at it. Prior to the prosthetics, driving a tractor or using a lawnmower, it was relatively difficult. It was just one-hand operation. Things didn't work out real well. When I obtained the prosthetic, it just comes into like I'm back to two hands. Now my good hand is free for other activities while I'm focusing on driving with the prosthetic. It really does ease up my workload for me. It did bring back a sense of well-being, because now I could use it, and it just brought back spirit back in me, gave me new life, new energy. It was the best thing that has happened to me. The day of the accident was June 5th, and I remember it vividly. A crop duster was flying around, and on the other side, a farmer had a field of sunflowers. And I went to another field to get a downed tree. I asked the farmer if I could get the tree, and as I was coming back up the little incline, it tipped over. And unfortunately, I put my arm out, natural body reaction, and then I was pinned. After the accident, which was in 2014, I had several surgeries at the trauma center, physical therapy. We were trying to save the arm. Well, as time went on and the pain, and I just knew it wasn't going to work. The radius was gone, the wrist was fused. It was physical, it was an arm, but useful, it was not. Ultimately, after the amputation, I was somewhat relieved because the pain, a lot of the pain was gone, but then I knew I had new challenges. So when I came across Hanger, I was able to get a prosthetic that I was able to work with. It was a first myoelectric, but it was a little rugged. It just did an open, close, nothing big, but it brought new life back in me. It's like, okay, now I can start doing things. Hanger's opened a lot of doors for me. Just all the online, YouTube, little sessions about mental health, questions that people might ask you because of a limb loss. It's just been a great experience since I have gotten the prosthetic and the backing I have from the Hanger Clinic. What my family experienced in those 5 years, I can't even begin to put my mindset for what they went through. And the things my wife had to do, and she still has a full-time job, and just take care of me because I really couldn't for myself. I can never begin to thank my wife enough for being there for me and what she did. She's my heart and soul, really my heart and soul. I am very surprised where I am today. I mean, all the tears, everything, the doubts, the bad, dark, deep thoughts. That deep hole of depression is very lonely. And I can't thank Hanger Clinic enough. And life is good. You need to live life. Ultimately, life is short. And where I'm at today is I'm loving life. Life is good.